To search for a company, enter the company name, registration number or director's name in the top box. For example, search for Walmart. You have to spell it right. Doesn't there it prompts you for the company name. There we go. This is the company Walmart Stores Incorporated. And you can see down the right hand side of your screen the options to look at different information on the company. It's quite useful to look at ownership data, stock data, peer reports, and you can look at pie charts, for example, and look at the peer group of Walmart stores. Industry profiles come from Data Monitor. These give you industry profiles where the company is mentioned. You can also look at directors. These are the directors of Walmart. Stock data. The other thing that's really useful is you can look at the original documents of the SEC filings, and it gives you the annual reports and the quarterly reports for the US companies. See if they give local. There are no local registry documents for this report, but there are annual reports and interim reports here. But it's not giving us access to those, so it's best to go to the SEC filings, which are free reports that are linked. You can see there that 8K is just a quarterly report, and the 10Q is more of a larger report, and it tells you which period it covers. So it's a quarterly report. Let's go back to the search screen. You can see there are lots of options here to search on. So you can search on, for example, industry, and you can search on the Global Industry Classification Standard or industry classifications. For example, the US SIC codes, and you've got the NICE review and the NICE 2007, which are the European SIC codes. If you just click on the plus, you can see the breakdown of the SIC codes there and do very precise searching on companies. You can also look at stock data, for example, indices, and this gives you, for example, the list of the FTSE 100 companies. You can see your search strategies in the bottom here. It will always keep your previous searches, so you want to untick that, and then it will come up with the FTSE 100, which is the one that you want. And you can see here the list of 25 companies on 4 pages. to create a new format. This gives you the standard format, but if you want to create a new format, go to New Format. And you can select from the options here what you want to see. So you can look at industry and overview, financial data, key financials, last available year, and it will put them in your selected, your selection. Industry codes, it's also useful to look at employees, that's the industry codes. You don't have to tick all of them, you can just untick the ones that you don't want. For example, you can see what the key financials cover, which is number of employees there, and click on OK. You can enter a name. And go OK. And then you can see the list has been reorganised. So now that you've got your tailored list, which says at the top financials list, you can save it, you can export it to Excel. And if you can see there, it says standard report or current report, and you want to keep it at your current report, current list. Go OK, and it's generating the file. Say OK. It's processing, and you say open. And you can see company information. The reason this is so wide is because you've got industry description along here. So if you didn't want this information, you can remove it from your form when you create your search. Then you're back to your results. You can also look at linear regression, operating revenue turnover by average employees, which is a useful report to compare turnover and employees. If you click OK, and you can see here the operating turnover is there and the number of employees, so that's a useful table to look at. The option to save searches or favourites is only for personalised usernames and password, and as this is we're using a generic username and password, you will not be able to use this functionality. You can search, narrow your search by number of employees. And you can see that you're creating your search strategy at the bottom. So the last search is still here, FTSE 100, number of employees between 40 and 2000, total 6, so there's 6 companies left. And you can see these are the companies with that number of employees. You can see here 106 and 1,353. You can look at linear regression. Go OK, and you can see there's a table there which shows the number of employees and the operating turnover. You can export this information into Excel, or you can send it to yourself. You just put your email address in the top box there and it will be sent to you in an email. And you can print if you've got printing functionality to your computer. This will most likely be when you're working from home. Any of these columns to the left you can look at statistical distribution, linear regression, peer analysis, and you can look at different information, key financials, and you can see peer group here is the information, and here's the graph. You can see British Land and Anglo-American PLC is the largest in this comparison. Land Securities, British Land, Hammerson, these are all property companies. Okay, to get back to the home page, to remove your search strategy, you can untick. If you want to remove it completely, you can tick the cross, and this will remove it completely, otherwise it will be left here. I'm going to untick that. You can also do keyword searches here. And it brings up food companies. Enter a search criterion here if you're not sure where to look. It prompts you. And then you can review your results here. And it's brought up 3 companies under foreign shareholders. That's the end of my guide on how to use Osiris. I hope this is helpful.